Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It's November 1st, first day of November. Thanksgiving is coming, my favorite holiday of the year, and I'm looking forward to it. I love me some Thanksgiving. Not a huge fan of turkey, don't much care for it. But I love getting together with family. It is the one holiday left, the one mainstream holiday that hasn't been corrupted by greed and commercialism. So I look forward to it every year. Someone asked me in my comments, if the police can lawfully exclude someone with a camera, or if they can lawfully exclude the press if they're allowing the general public to remain. And the answer to that question is maybe. We've already looked at the tests. The tests will determine how to respond to that. If it's a traditional public forum, then number one, it has to be reasonable to exclude cameras. Number two, the police or the government have to have an important or significant government interest in it. There has to be some issue that is important or significant that they're trying to resolve with the prohibition against photography or filming. And they have to do it in a content neutral, viewpoint neutral kind of way. That's a test for a traditional public forum. If it's a limited public forum, well, then that bar drops significantly down to their prohibition against cameras, video, filming, whatever. It has to be reasonable. And it has to be viewpoint neutral. And if it's a designated public forum, it's treated just like a traditional public forum while it's open to the public. And again, if it's a non-public forum, it's just like a limited public forum. It has to be reasonable and viewpoint neutral. The restriction does. So I hope that answers your question. For example, to give two hypotheticals. Hypothetical number one, it would be reasonable for the police to exclude people with cameras from a court, but it would be unreasonable for the police to exclude cameras from, like, Times Square. They would be able to exclude the unless there's some exigent kind of circumstances, but generally speaking, those are the two kind of easy ways to show where it would and wouldn't be appropriate for the police to exclude cameras. The focus today, though, that I wanted to talk about was following through. Was actually achieving a resolution and change. And that is one place where auditors, these First Amendment activists, fail miserably. Eric Brandt doesn't consider himself to be a First Amendment auditor, I don't believe. Or at least that's what he stated to me. Maybe he's changed his mind and I don't want to speak for him. However, he is fairly closely related to the movement. And he follows through. I think that's one of the big deals. He follows through. He files the lawsuit. He ensures that that change is made. And I think part of that is because he's local. Part of that because he's intelligent. He is a above average intellect, especially considering the community. And no offense to anybody in the community, hashtag not all. I'm just saying that generally speaking, this community isn't full of geniuses or educated people. Just saying generally. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. These are facts, folks. So just smile and nod. If it doesn't apply to you, don't get offended. If it does, you won't know anyway, so just smile and nod. But the follow-through is important because there is no change without follow-through. Harkening back to the Abbott and Costello road tour, they went to a police station in Arkansas where there were signs up on the window that said no photography or something along those lines. And James asked if he could take him down, etc. And he was told politely but firmly by the young lady behind the counter, no. Nope. And then he said more people would come. Obviously, James likes to do the shit and split. See, I remembered one finally this time. He's not going to stick around and make sure anything actually comes of his efforts. I can't really blame him. He does have that federal case going on in Arizona, so I mean it's a heavy burden on one man. I hope he takes it seriously, but he's still, if you can't follow through, why are you starting it in the first place? It's like making the batter to bake a cake and then never throwing it in the oven. Or throwing the cake in the oven and never pulling it out. It doesn't do anybody any good. It would be interesting, and no, I don't have time to do it, to call that police station to see if they've removed that sticker. And by call, I mean call politely and respectfully, with pleases and thank yous, not in the passive-aggressive tone that James Fleeman uses. But there is a general dearth, there is an extreme lack of anything resembling follow-through in this community. Turner, the Batosai, he followed through. Again, he is of above average intelligence for this community. He's a smart man, and that's what you do. You follow through. You were wronged, you follow through. You don't ask for donations to keep you on the road. You don't ask for a call flood, because that does nothing except apparently get people in trouble. Get phone callers, get people who actually do the call floods into trouble. Yeah, there's no follow through. And simply because of that, this movement, I don't think will, if it ever does advance anything, it will advance things despite itself. Anyway, my dog's going to throw up, which probably means I'm going to throw up. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.